Welcome back. Now to the story we promised you, and 8 schools that were closed due to insecurity in different parts of Baringo County are yet to reopen despite a presidential directive that was issued in December 2022. The said schools are yet to be equipped with the appropriate structures to accommodate learners. Locals now say that some of those schools were taken over by bandits. However, the few that were able to reopen have registered extremely low turnout. NTV's Ruth Sarmoy reports on the impact of banditry on education in bandit-infested Baringo.
Baringo County is a land endowed with scenic beauty, as expansive hills and valleys dot the landscape of this arid and semi-arid area. The rolling hills and some of the not so gentle slopes filled with shrubs and thickets are sights to behold, and what some can see as a harsh terrain, thousands call this home. But amid this striking beauty, sounds of gunfire have haunted these lands, causing displacement, death, and loss of property, and learning has been seriously affected. On December 22nd, 2022, President William Ruto directed the reopening of all closed schools as part of government measures to resettle the displaced families in Baringo County.
Hiyo mashule imefungwa, Bwana Regional Commissioner, tafadhali. Ukimaliza tu Christmas 26 uchukue hema uhamie pale mpaka watoto waingie shuleni ndio utoke hapo.
A month after the directive was issued, NTV did a spot check on the said schools. A total of 12 schools were affected within the county, 8 of them having been closed between 2005 and 2013 after the school's infrastructure were raised. Arabal Primary School was closed in February 2022 after bandits killed 7 people in Kasiala village in Baringo South, an attack that forced the residents to flee for safety. With the schools having been deserted for over 8 months, the classes have been taken over by ants and reptiles.
Sasa mahali unaenda kuishi si kwako, si shamba yako. Sasa wote serikali kwa na mpango ya kuleta watu. Sisi tukasema wacha tuende huko, ndio serikali kama watafanya nini, at least tukue nyumbani kuliko ukue mahali huko na shida watoto wasomi.
These are among the schools that are set to host the pupils and their parents once the schools reopen at the end of January. And as we speak, nearly 50 families have pitched tent here and the neighboring environment almost 1 year after they were displaced from their homes following an attack.
So shule ikifunguliwa tunaomba tu, alafu kama tukipata msaada ama tunaweza jenga tu school compound. Hapo ndio mahali sasa wazazi wanaweza ishi, alafu shule ikuwe karibu, alafu tunaendelea kuishi sasa.
The stay for most of these families was however short-lived after some bandits were sighted some few kilometers from the school compound, forcing the parents to send away their children.
Ikilia wakati mwingine unasikia risasi pa. Sasa wewe ukaa na watoto. Shule hii mahali sasa sisi tunaishi ndio mwisho, yani sasa sisi ni wananchi na changili na askari yetu wenye tuko naye hapa. Sasa sisi tuko poda.
Despite the anxiety, parents are eager to return their children to school, but they want security assurance.
Watu wako tayari, lakini kulingana na hali vile sisi tunaangalia bado hatujapata mwelekeo vizuri, kwa sababu mpaka saa hii wala ambao wametatiza maneno ya security bado wanaonekana. Kwa hivyo kama kungekuwa na mkakati halisi ambaye inaonyesha hawa watu hawatakuwa karibu, tuko tayari kuleta watoto.
Outside the school compound, the houses that were homes to tens of families now lie in ruins following the wreckage that was done by the bandits. A few meters from the school is the Embosos dispensary that was completed in 2018 and has never been in operation, but now hosts police officers. The officers work together with the National Police reservist officers that patrol the area. Next to it is Emboso Secondary School that was also vacated in February 2022 following the killing spree that was witnessed in the area. The damage within these permanent structures is evidence of the banditry attack. Kasiala Primary School, on the other hand, has stood tall amid numerous disruptions by the bandits, It is one of the few schools that reopened later in 2022.
Ninaamini itafunguliwa shule kwa sababu kwa ile tamu ya 3 tulifungua. Lengo sasa ni mambo ya chakula na mambo ya walimu kuongeza.
Serikali wakiamua, kwa sababu wako na mashini zote, wanaweza fanya kila jambo. We believe in them. Kwa sababu wamesema tutairudisha watoto. Lakini naye ni kwa muda kidogo. Isipofanyika nani mtoto ya nani anaweza kaa hapa? We will see first of all atuweze tutesti watoto wetu.
Ni maneno yamezungumzwa, madengi ngapi yamesuka Kabinda Arabal, Kemrunwa napo, na Kemayo alisuka hapo. Chris Kainge manaitwa nende mama alisuka, Poinet alisuka hapo, na kila Deputy President kama Ruto alisuka hapo karibu mara 2, na naongea maneno mzuri sana. Lakini mwenye kufanya kazi pato ni yule tu.
Kapindason Primary School is another disturbed institution that was closed indefinitely in 2020. Most of the classes are in deplorable condition. Some of the books that were used 2 years ago have been eaten away by ants, and some classes taken over by wild grass. Parents, joined by residents of Chemorongion Trading Center, have volunteered to clear the bushy grounds.
Tunafurahi kwa sababu tunaambiwa shule inaenda kufunguliwa. Tunaamini serikali ya sasa vile wamesema na vile tunaona matendo na vile inafanyika. Tunasikia security tunapewa hata kwa mashule, hata kwa nje ya shule. Sasa tunaamini tu usalama iko.
This is one of the top performing schools in Baringo South, and with it is a deeply entrenched history of resilience. It started off as a day school and was later transformed into a boarding school following unending gun violence from the bandits. In 2015, one of their teachers was killed a few kilometers from the school compound while on his way to renew his personal supplies. And it is from that incident that the government opted to have some officers stationed within the school environment, and that brought some sense of calm. The school population reduced from 800 pupils to about 200 pupils as a result of the 10-year disruption.
Watoto watakaporudi hapa, hata sisi wazazi tutafuata watoto. Takaribia tu watoto wetu. Kwa sababu hautaweza kuwa marikat mtoto akue hapa. Lazima saa ile mtoto anasoma hapa, hata wewe ukue tu hapo kwa chance hapo.
This is the farthest we can go as far as our security is concerned. Uphill is Kapindason Primary School, and down this road is Ramacha Primary School, which is said to be invaded by bandits. As we speak, there is an ongoing operation led by GSU officials.
Ngelecha and Rugus, those 2 schools may not open because they are completely razed and there is no infrastructure. However, the community is eager to have their school back, and the government is considering in rebuilding.
All these schools can be possible to be opened, but because we are lacking coordination, there is lack of coordination, then it's becoming very difficult.
Rugus, Morat and Partalo primary schools were closed in 2005, with Ngelecha, Laramoru and Ramacha primary schools having been closed in 2012. Rugus Primary School lies within Rugus Conservancy at the shores of Lake Baringo. The school was started in 1984 with the aim of enhancing peaceful coexistence among the Ilchamus and Pokot community. But in 2002, bandit attacks began, and on the 31st of March 2005, the school was closed.
Wanafunzi waliweza kutapakaa kulingana na vile wazazi waliweza kupata makazi mapya.
The then 6 teachers were posted to different schools to oversee the transferred pupils. 17 years later, 2 teachers have retired, and the then deputy is a head teacher of a nearby school. Lekiturumet is currently teaching at Logumgum Primary School, but his benefits as a head teacher was scrapped off after the Teacher Service Commission saw that the school was no longer bringing any returns. He is urging the government to employ teachers from the region who will understand and withstand the challenges in this area.
We did that during the floods, and we had Form 1 in Salabani, for example. We had Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4 starting in a 10. Even the staff room was made of a tent. But right now, we have the buildings. So what we are asking is that, what is so difficult to provide tents? NYS, they have tents. KDF, they have tents. JSU, they have tents. RDU have tents. Government, they can provide that all over. If government are not capable, they can go to Red Cross.
We are forced to use the longer route through the Marigat-Kabarnet Road to access Chepkesin Primary School in Bartabwa Ward in Baringo North, since the route through Marigat-Loruk Road is unsafe. After an over 3 hours drive, we arrive at Kesumet village, where we can view the school from on top of the hill. The school was closed in 2018, and similar to other restless areas, the residents have been running on and off from their homes, with the most recent incident being 6 months ago when the bandits attacked again.
Hawajatimiza yale tunaambia. Tunataka serikali watusikize. Watoto ni wetu, shule ni yetu, na serikali tunapenda, lakini warudishe hawa, wajenge kambi ya askari, askari wakishapika, hata wakiishi hema. Sisi tuko tayari kupeleka watoto shule, tuko tayari kuishi area yetu mahali tulikuwa tunaishi.
Sisi wote tumejiandaa. Tunataka hii shule ifunguliwe, watoto wetu wasome, hata nasi tuteremka kule. Lakini hatuwezi kuteremka kabla hatujawahi kuona security.
Other than Chepkesin that was closed in 2018 and their pupils transferred to Kesumet, Kamngetio and Chepkeo primary schools in Baringo North were closed in 2012.
We have mobilized and sensitized the residents by appealing to them to bring the children back to school. The schools have been cleared. It was quite bushy. We have ensured that the necessary infrastructure is in place, the teachers are in place, and the security personnel will also be in place effective from Sunday. On the eve of the school opening, we will have 10 NPRs, National Police Reserve or reservists, per each school.
As of Monday morning, only a few NPR officers had been deployed to some of the schools, and not the 10 that were promised by government.
We have an additional 100 NPRs coming. Already on the ground we have 60 NPR. So really I can say with confidence that the security is now in place. There is no cause for alarm.
On this first day, 81 pupils had reported to Kasiala Primary School, 41 to Sinoni Primary School, while Arabal had only received 5 pupils. Kapindasom Primary School had 36 pupils. Ruth Sarmoi, NTV.
Some very unfortunate and sad data on that report by Ruth Sarmoi. As I said, you can find